Grandparents' Day is Sunday, September 10th. Today in the Sandwich Generation, we are focusing on ways families can start a new tradition of both giving and receiving. And here to tell us more is Mike Koyanen. He's the owner of Principal Preservation Services. Welcome back.
Good to be here. Thank you.
So grandparents, they add so much value and such a gift for those who still have their grandparents with them.
Absolutely.
Talk about Grandparents' Day coming up on Sunday and what folks can do.
Well, first of all, it's hard to buy for the grandparents, right? Because they tell you they don't want anything. They have the money to get anything they need. But just putting that thought in is what counts. So I have a few tips on what to do. So the first one is maybe create a dream fund for your grandparents. What I find is a lot of my clientele who are these retirees grandparents, they have the money, but they don't want to spend it on themselves. So get all the other grandkids together and put money aside for Grandparents' Day and maybe for their birthdays and start building up a fund for maybe a trip, a Caribbean cruise or European vacation, whatever that might be, and build that up over a couple of years and give them that dream vacation.
I don't recall ever celebrating Grandparents' Day.
Most people don't. They don't even know about it. Over 2/3 of the people don't celebrate it at all. They don't even really know about it, unfortunately.
And what are some other gifts that you can give your grandparents?
Well, make a donation. Grandparents are accounting for about almost half of the cash donations to charities right now. So whatever they're passionate about, maybe you want to make a donation on their behalf. And just do your research first, because a lot of these charities, they just don't give the money to that need. A lot of that goes to overhead, so do your research about that.
So it's about the grandkids giving back to the grandparents, because often you see grandparents giving us so much.
Yeah, they do. Grandparents are helping out a lot. Over 72% of grandparents are helping out with the first topic, which is child care.
Yeah.
And so the cost of child care as an infant for 1 year is almost equal to that of a state university. So if grandparents can help out 1 or 2 days a week to help cut back that cost for your children, that'd be huge.
And I see you have some props here. We've got the checkbook so we can give the donation or make that fun, passport for a trip, diapers, baby boots.
Well, those are dance shoes. Those are ballerina shoes from our daughters. But give the gift for experience. Instead of buying maybe a shirt or a toy for your grandchild, help out with those maybe extracurricular activities. It's costing the parents $100 to $500 a month per child just to be in these activities, and some people are spending over $1,000. So they wouldn't even have the ability to be in these activities if the grandparents weren't able to help out with some of those.
Anything else you want folks at home to know that maybe I didn't think to ask you?
Well, yeah, I think it's important to create a grandparent fund, which I think is great, to teach your grandchildren financial responsibility. Just as employers do a 401k match, up to 5% of what you contribute to your retirement plan, encourage your grandchildren to start saving for the future. For maybe every dollar they put into a savings, you'll match it $1 or maybe even $5. And so you can teach them delayed gratification and financial responsibility at a young age.
Some excellent tips, Mike. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And of course, if you want to review Mike's tips, just head over to KARE11.com after the show. We want you to stick around for the rest of the show. Of course, you'll find us under the Shows tab on our homepage. And this weekly reminder, for information on a wide variety of aging-related topics, call the Minnesota Board on Aging's Senior Linkage Line. Experts will answer your questions weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The number, 1-800-333-2433. 1-800-333-2433. Still ahead.